Think about this for a second. What if the biggest thing holding your company back isn't your funding or even your big ideas, but just geography? Today, we're diving into the modern playbook for hiring the absolute best people on the planet without all the usual red tape, using a really powerful model, getting buried under mountains of legal paperwork for months, spending a small fortune just to set up a legal entity in another country, and the constant headache of trying to keep up with local rules that seem to change every other week. It's enough to bring all your momentum to a screeching halt. But here's the question that changes everything. What if you could just sidestep all of that? What if there was a smarter, way more agile way to do this? A way to skip the headaches and get straight to the good part, building your dream team? Well, that's exactly where something called an Employer of Record, or EOR, comes into the picture. Honestly, you can think of it as the master key that unlocks global hiring. It just takes all those old school barriers and, poof, makes them disappear.
So here's how it works, and it's brilliant in its simplicity. An EOR is a company that already has a legal entity set up in the country where you want to hire. They become the official legal employer for your team member. They're the ones who deal with all the messy, complicated stuff. Payroll, local taxes, benefits, compliance. It's a clean break. You get the incredible talent. They handle all the red tape.
And let me be clear, this isn't some tiny niche strategy. The EOR market is absolutely exploding. We're talking a projected value of nearly $9.5 billion by 2027. This isn't just a trend. It's quickly becoming the standard for how smart, modern companies build their global teams. Okay, so you're probably thinking, how does this actually play out in the real world? What's the catch? Well, the best part is how surprisingly simple it is and how it keeps you completely in the driver's seat. It really just boils down to these 4 steps. First, you do what you do best. You go find that perfect person, wherever they are. Once you've made your choice, the EOR steps in. They use their existing local company to legally hire and onboard them. After that, they handle all the back-end administration, payroll, benefits, making sure you're compliant with local laws. And your job? You manage their day-to-day work, their projects, their growth, the stuff that actually moves your business forward. It's a perfect division of labor. When you put the two methods side by side, it's not even a fair fight. The old way, setting up your own foreign company, is a slow, expensive marathon through a swamp of bureaucracy. Using an EOR, that's a clean sprint to the finish line. We're talking about getting someone onboarded in a matter of days, not months, while saving a ton of money and dodging huge legal risks. But this is about so much more than just making things easier. This is about being strategic. Using an EOR isn't just a convenience. It's a powerful move that can fundamentally change your company's entire growth story. The number one advantage? Speed. Pure and simple. With an EOR, you can enter a new country and start hiring almost immediately. There's no 6-month waiting period for legal approvals. You see an opportunity on a Tuesday, you can have someone working on it by Friday. It's a total game changer. And then, of course, there's the financial impact, which is just huge. You completely sidestep those massive upfront costs of incorporating a new business. You get to eliminate recurring legal fees. And you avoid the overhead of building an entire international HR department from the ground up. The savings are massive. Let's just break that down visually. You're wiping out foreign entity setup costs. You're slashing your legal and compliance bills, and you're getting rid of all that administrative bloat. What you're really doing here, from a financial perspective, is taking a giant, risky capital expense and turning it into a simple, predictable operational cost. That's a huge win for any budget. Now, this next point is absolutely crucial: minimizing risk. An EOR literally acts as a legal shield for your company. Since they are the legal employer of record, they are the ones on the hook for compliance. So if there's ever an issue with wrongful termination or a payroll error or a new regulation, that's their liability to manage, not yours. You can't put a price on that kind of peace of mind. And you get that peace of mind because you have genuine local experts navigating that labyrinth of labor laws, tax codes, and mandatory benefits for you. It's basically your guarantee that you are always 100% compliant, no matter where in the world you hire. So let's bring this down to earth with a real-world example. Let's say you want to tap into the incredible dynamic talent pool in a market like Bangladesh. This is where a specialized EOR stops being just a service and becomes an absolutely vital local partner. You see, success in a market like Bangladesh requires deep, authentic local knowledge. Your partner on the ground has to be an expert in the nuances of the Local Labor Act, know how to streamline work permits, and ensure every single detail of payroll and benefits is compliant. This isn't just outsourcing, it's about having a dedicated local team on your side. And the path to getting started is designed to be completely flexible. With clear, transparent service tiers like these, you can scale the support to fit your exact needs. Whether you're hiring your very first employee in Bangladesh or you're ready to build out an entire division.
And powering this whole thing is a modern, secure technology platform. We're talking automated payroll, digital onboarding, self-service portals,
Markets from Bangladesh to Brazil and everywhere